Hi all, and thanks for watching. This is the 38th video in my Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough. In the last video, we finished the House of God, and we have to head back to Rete in order to sell some stolen goods, which we didn't really steal them. We took them off a body, but of course some of the bodies it is considered stealing, so we'll get rid of those items and see if we can find some more side quests that we can do. So let's just get started. Alright, so as you can see, we just have some of the activities, and then of course the main quest here. So I'm gonna head back to Rete and see the miller there, and we'll just fence some stolen goods, and hopefully grab another side quest while we're there. Okay, so we can see what the quest giver is there once we get to Rete. Just have to do a bit of fast traveling here. Here we go. Right, so let's just check the horse here. We'll grab anything that's marked as stolen and just fence that off. I wonder if that's actually better than mine. Don't really like to carry stolen goods because the guards can randomly just stop you to check you out. So
Good day.
I'll just get rid of them. Okay.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that. Good luck then.
Let's see here. That's it? I thought we had more items. Okay, let's haggle with this.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well, we can try it.
See if he'll go for 35 and a half.
Aye. For that amount, I can be persuaded.
Okay. Now I thought I had more goods. Let's see what the horse has here. Okay, let's try our luck out with some repairs here. Alright, so that looks good. Let's just talk to Teresa quick here.
I've got something for you. I got them from Uncle Peshek. Just don't go poking them where you shouldn't.
They're lockpicks. They're not really intended for poking in your own locks.
True, but at least don't get caught. And if you do, you didn't get them from me.
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to. Henry, do you think sometimes about how it was in Skalitz?
How do you mean?
Back then, before everything. When I was taking care of the hens at the mill, taking Sammy his lunch at the mines.
It seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
In the summer, I always took my shoes off and walked barefoot the whole way. And when it was really hot, I'd stop at the stream and stick my feet in the water for a while.
I had to make do with the tub in the yard when I was helping Pa in the forge. You know how hot it gets there in the summer? I always sneaked off if I could, even though I knew Pa would tan my hide when he came home.
I remember that. He was always looking for you all over the village, but you'd be hiding somewhere with Fritz and Matthew. Me and the other girls used to follow you secretly, but we never told your pa where you were. And when he gave up looking for you, the three of you would go off to the woods to beat each other with sticks.
Yeah, we were playing at being knights. Jesus, I used to get black and blue from it. I can still feel some of the blows that big ox Fritz landed on me.
No more playing at nights. Now you're practically a real one.
Nah, I'm no knight.
You are, though, as chivalrous as they come. You saved my life.
Well, if you want to look at it that way, then you're a knight too. After all, you saved my life.
Henry, a girl can't be a knight.
But she can save lives just as well.
Oh, who wouldn't save a little lamb like you? The time passes so quickly with you, Henry. Come and see me again sometime.
Okay. Alright, so let's just do a bit of fast traveling here. And we'll sell off some of the items that we have, and then head over and see the executioner there. See what he needs us to do. No, actually, I'm gonna grab some stew here. Okay, let's see what we can sell. We'll just grab the items here. Actually, that linen shirt, I should probably keep that. Sit this one. Shirt from Stephanie. Okay. And we'll keep a couple boots in case we need them. What else do I have here?
God's blessings. What can I do for you?
I've heard that some pilgrim was selling off pieces of a rare sword. If you happen to have one, I'd be interested.
Did that Sasso dabbler send you here?
Why?
Why? Because there was nothing left for him, and now he's envious and wants some too. Well, he's out of luck. I do have it, but I'm not selling.
Man, isn't there some way...
No way. Like I've already said, not a chance. See you later.
Okay, so we found another piece of that sword, but it looks like we'll have to figure out how we'll get that. Okay.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, so.
About 660.
Aye, that would do it.
Excellent. So I'm a bit overweight here.
Flour, egg, salt, yeast. Let it bake a bit and you'll be able to feed the whole family with fresh bread.
Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll stay firm all winter. Buy 'em before someone else does.
Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
Good day to you. What do you need? Back then.
So those are 15, 14, 15. All right. $17. Oh, those aren't the right ones. 18. There we go. Yeah, so mine are better actually. And he's got 4K. What do I have for boots? Oh, I see. Okay. It's 15 and mine's 20. So mine's actually better. 15 and 14. Okay, so 1K.
Can we do something about the price?
All right, so.
Okay, what about 1,050?
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Excellent.
May the Lord watch over you.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, so.
Okay, will you take 105?
Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Excellent. Okay, so we're not overweight anymore. Okay, let's trade with you.
God preserve you, good night. Can I do something for you? Take care.
She won't buy food.
God save you. What can I do for you?
Okay, repairs.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, so.
Will you take 55?
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Excellent. Okay, so we've gotten quite a few things repaired. And we'll head over to the executioner and see what...
Caraway seeds, garlic, and more. You'll find it nowhere else.
So let me check my character here. And, okay, 81 nourishment, 91, 98. Oh, we're level 13.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm overstuffed. Oh, well.
Yeah.
So if I recall, there's a path right here that should take us up to the executioner. Okay, so let's see what he has for us.
You sent me to the miller, eh?
What? Well, it was just a sort of...
You're lucky. He really did owe me, and he was so shocked he gave it all to me. What do you need, then?
Do you know there's a girl crying on your doorstep?
I executed her husband.
What? You killed him?
No, not like that. It was done lawfully. She knew he had it coming.
So then, why...
Folk would like to drive her out of town. She has no one here. For a while I thought I could take care of her, but it wasn't to be.
Why?
Do you really have to ask? I can't even go to the tavern for company, and no one would sup their ale with me. And when I die, they'll probably push me into a hole with a stick so as not to touch my corpse.
Is it really that bad?
I'm not complaining, mind. It's a well-paid job, if you don't mind being a pariah. They might look sideways at you, too, just for talking to me.
And that's what she's afraid of?
Exactly.
Doesn't that crying girl have any kin?
None she knows of. Poor lass. You could help her, though, if you wanted.
Me? How?
Elishka has no family, but her husband might still have some kin. Nobody will talk to me, but you could find out more.
Why do you want to find her family anyway? Don't you want her to stay here?
I do. She's a splendid woman, but I'd never want to keep her here against her will. The life I lead isn't for everyone.
How can I find out if there's any family?
Try asking Elishka herself. She knows a thing or two about them. But, in the end, you'll still have to go and find out something from the bailiff, or from the records at the rat house.
What would she have to put up with if she stayed with you?
A lot, I can't deny. Most of the townfolk wouldn't give her the time of day, at least not in public. If we had children, it would be even worse for them.
That doesn't sound like a very happy life.
It's not all bad. It's a well-paid job and even respected in a way. And when someone needs a bone set, all of a sudden they forget your reputation.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
My thanks, if only for the thought.
Okay, so we've got a new side quest here, Tough Love. And we'll start off by talking to Alicia. It's kind of a unique name. Pretty name. Okay, so she's at the front.
What am I to do?
Herman sent me.
What a way to end up.
Don't despair. It could be a lot worse.
Only death could be worse, and I'm not far from it.
Can I ask about your family?
What do you want to know?
Don't you have any kin left? Someone who'd take you in?
No. They all died of the plague. And then I ended up with that man of mine. I always knew he'd get strung up one day.
Didn't your husband have any kin?
Maybe. He mentioned some, but we never went to see them.
Is that all you know?
Yes. But if they're anything like my old man, the bailiff and his catchpolls will know about them.
That's all I need.
Okay, let's call Pebbles.
What have I ever done to anyone?
Alright. There you are. Okay, so what's next here? So head to the bailiff. Alright, we'll just fast travel. And we'll go talk to the bailiff.
Vegetables, fruits, apples, cucumbers, onions. Come and get 'em.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Do you know Elishka, the wife of the man who was hanged recently?
The one that's with the executioner now?
That's her.
Life can be cruel sometimes.
Right. And do you know if she has kinfolk somewhere around?
How should I know? Now, if you don't mind, I'm very busy.
If Elishka stays with the executioner, it'll end up being your problem anyway.
Christ, oh, all right then. Tell the scribe.
Where can I find him?
He's suffering with some ailment, so no doubt he'll be lying in his chambers above his study, on the top floor of the rat house. Goodbye.
Okay. So find out more about Elishka's husband's family from the scribe. So he'll be on the top floor. So this is the scribe. There he is there.
God save you.
The bailiff sent me.
That's another matter, then. What do you need, friend?
Is it possible to find out from the records where someone lives?
You think we keep records of every serf? For Christ's sake, they breed like rabbits.
But I thought that in the rat house, though, in the books...
Boy, the books are for recording pacts, undertakings, punishments, property rights, and so forth. In other words, important things. We don't keep records of serfs.
Elishka won't be happy about that.
Elishka? You don't mean the one who married into the Mishek family?
Yes. Yes, you know her.
Why wouldn't I? I used to play dice with old Mishek years ago. He had a son, a nice polite lad. How is he?
Well, he's fine.
I'm glad to hear it. I was always fond of him.
And where are the Misheks living now?
A stone's throw from Ratte by the small fish pond.
Thanks. How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
Bah! Don't even talk to me about it. I wish that rabble was gone. I know they've met with misfortune, but here they do nothing but thieve and make problems. God be with you.
Okay, so again, let's check the journal. Go and see Elishka's husband's family. And So it looks like they're just out of town. And at the farm there next to the river. Right here. Oh, another miller. Do a bit more fast traveling once we get outside.
Onions that'll make you cry and garlic that'll keep evil
Bread baked
spirits
just
at
this
bay.
morning. Bread.
Okay, so let's see if we can find her family. Or at least her husband's family. Is there a bridge over here?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a cross here. Consolation cross. Stephen Conte. Oh, there's a tree down there. Maybe I can get over it. Oh. Accident. I guess he didn't make it, or she. Alright, so we should be on the right path.
Yeah.
And that's probably the place there.
Yeah.
So let's double check the journal here. Okay, what about you? Does that mean you won't talk to me?
Is there a fire? No. Well, bugger off then.
Ah, friendly fellow.
What is it now?
I've got information about your daughter-in-law. Elishka's fine, only she needs...
Never heard of her. Get lost.
She's your nearest kin. Elishka's part of your family, and she really needs you.
I won't help anyone.
So what, I'm gonna have to bribe her, I mean?
I could make it worth your while.
Really? And what is it you want?
Your son's widow needs help. She has nowhere to go.
What do I care about some useless girl?
She could help you with the farm. She definitely knows how to take care of things.
A bit of help would come in handy. Send her here, then. But don't let her think she'll be taking it easy. She'll have her work cut out.
That sounds quite...
And if I hear a peep out of her, I'll take a stick to her back.
A fine salvation this is.
Wow. Don't sound too pleasant, but kin is kin, I guess. Oh, better pull a torch out, or else I'll get a fine.
Yeah.
She's probably going to be indoors already. So we'll have to wait around. Yeah, she seems to be for the night. So let's actually check and see if we can read something here. Nope, not high enough level. Oh, this one. Just a book for reading. Okay, so what about this book of prayers? Prayer to Saint Wenceslas. Saint Wenceslas, ruler of Bohemia, our prince, intercede for us with God, the Holy Spirit. Kyrie eleison. Heavenly, the beautiful kingdom. Blessed is he who cometh there. Life eternal, fire bright, of the Holy Spirit. Kyrie eleison. Or is it Kyrie eleison? We ask you for your help. Have mercy upon us. Console the sad. Drive away all evil. Saint Wenceslas, Kyrie eleison. Or Kyrie Ellis. Yeah, Ellison. Never heard that prayer before. Okay, so let's just wait for a while here. I can kind of see why that fellow didn't go and see his family with his wife. They don't seem too friendly. Okay, are you back? Oh, there you are. Okay, so what's it say here? Tough love. Okay, let's talk to her.
Good health to you.
You're not crying now?
I'm not. I've wept enough for a lifetime.
It's a bit of a change since my last visit.
I haven't had much luck in my life, but I've always worked things out in the end. Tears are no help to anything.
That's true.
So, did you find out something about them?
I did. I found your husband's father and mother, and they're willing to take you in.
But...
They're not very nice people, Elishka. They'd probably work you to the bone. But you would get fed.
Life is never easy. But at least I'd have a family.
You're right. I'll have another talk with Herman.
Goodbye.
Elishka's looking better.
She is, but she's not happy. God sent the poor girl great trials.
Indeed.
Did you know her whole family was wiped out by the plague? She was barely 12.
Losing your family isn't easy.
Ah, sorry, I wasn't thinking. So, did you find out anything about that kin of hers?
I have. I tracked them down. They say they'd take her in, but I'm not sure if she'd do well there.
Leave that to her. I just hope she'll be better off than now.
I've heard the way you talk about her, and, would you like Elishka to stay?
You know, Hal, she was always the sweetest girl. When she came with her family to Ratai, still single, she was a sight to behold. And it might surprise you, but she even had a word or two for me now and again. It grieved me when she married that wastrel. It was a foolish idea, but I always thought maybe she and I could... Well, fate likes a good laugh. Now I've strung up her old man. I have her under my roof. After all the years I was thinking of her. I don't want her to leave, but I don't want her to be unhappy here either.
Okay, what now? Okay, I'll talk to her again.
Have you made your mind up?
I can't decide. I don't know Mishik's kin at all. But at least I'd have a family.
Herman could give you a family, too.
He's a decent, upright fellow. I've met none better, and that's the honest truth. But he's an executioner.
And what's the problem? That the other women won't chat with you down at the creek? Did that sort of gossip ever interest you anyway? He's a fine man, isn't he? He's willing to take care of you, and he has the means to do it. And he wants you. He's so sick with love for you, he can't even sleep.
But did he really say that?
He told me he's been in love with you for years. He said he always thought you were the sweetest girl in Ratai.
That's true. We used to meet now and again and exchange a few words. Well, he always treated me nicely. By all that's holy, you're right. I'll stay here. God be with you. Herman?
Yes?
Can I stay here with you?
You mean for good?
If you don't want me to.
You can! By God, you can! You've made me the happiest man in the world.
So that was nice. And that's the end of the quest. Well, I hope you enjoyed that quest, Tough Love, and we got the happy ending. I really didn't like the kin that we went to and talked to. They were kind of, I guess, a little rough around the edges, and these two seem to be in love. So I enjoyed that quest. So I'm going to finish up the video at this point, seeing as it just saved. And actually, let me just make sure. Tough Love quest started. Okay, maybe I'll head back to the Millers and I'll rest at the bed there and save it at that point. So let's just head back over to the Millers because I want to make sure that it is saved, and then we'll end off the video there. Now hopefully you did enjoy this video and you enjoyed the quest that we did. Now if there are any questions or comments, just leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, as always, thanks a lot for watching. Take care, and I'll talk to you in the next video.